Hello YouTube. In case you haven't heard, Apple has announced an event for the 23rd of October, next Tuesday, and what most people are expecting to be announced there is the long-rumored iPad mini. With the big event just a week away, everyone is talking about the new device and what we can expect to see from it next Tuesday. Since this idea has been floating around for so long, everybody has a lot of rumors, and we've sort of been getting a fairly good idea about what we can expect from the event on the 23rd. In terms of the screen, obviously the iPad mini is going to feature a smaller screen than the iPad's 9.7-inch, but most sources have estimated it at about 7.85 inches, so bigger than the 7-inch screens that a lot of tablets have, but it keeps the same aspect ratio as the current iPad. This would be important for developers, because it means they would possibly not have to resize their apps for the new resolution, and it might be that we don't even see a different resolution at all. And in terms of whether or not we're going to see a Retina display on this device, no one really knows that yet. It doesn't seem like Apple to sort of leave out a Retina display, but also there's going to be issues with performance, as there already are on the new iPad with the Retina display, even though it has the A5X processor. As far as the externals and sort of the outer look of the device, it's modeled very heavily after the iPad. Now, it is expected to be considerably thinner. Several sources have said that we can expect it to be about as thin as an iPod Touch, which would just be ridiculously thin. Obviously, they're going to have to try and pack some battery power in there, since if it's such a small device, then it's going to be having to get the power from somewhere, and we don't want it to have a very small battery life. But the focus of this is making it small and cheap, so it's going to be very thin, and other sources like 9to5Mac have said that the actual bezel on the device, so the distance around the screen, will be considerably thinner as well. The connector is probably going to be the Lightning connector that has debuted on the iPhone 5. It's not really like Apple to go back to sort of old technology, so we're probably going to be seeing the new connector, since that's what they're most likely going to be transitioning to. The cameras will be what has become standard on Apple's iDevices so far, so probably a front-facing FaceTime camera and then a back camera that has a higher resolution. The internals are sort of underwhelming in terms of power and everything. It's expected that the iPad mini will feature an A5 processor, so what's currently in the iPad 2, just in the interest of keeping the cost down, and also because it doesn't have to run the powerful display that like the iPad 3 has. So in the interest of reducing costs, they've opted to use an older processor, but it also means that we'll probably be seeing it at a much cheaper price. The connectivity is going to be, there's going to be a Wi-Fi model, and then like the iPad currently, there's also going to be a Wi-Fi plus cellular model. Probably the cellular model is going to feature 4G LTE, which is something that the iPhone 5 also features now. So a lot of people are excited about that, although we haven't heard any conclusive sources saying we'll be seeing 4G LTE. In terms of pricing, which I've mentioned a couple times now, the main focus of this device is making it cheaper and more accessible, since the $500 price mark for the lowest model of the iPad is a little over what a lot of other consumer tablets are charging right now. So Mac Rumors has estimated that the price will be like about $250 to $300, so like half the price of the current iPad. And this is obviously to stay more competitive in the tablet space with tablets like the Kindle Fire, which are like $250 or so. There's going to be several different models of this device. A screenshot leaked from a European electronics retailer showed 16 different models, with the sizes ranging from 8 gigabytes to 64 gigabytes, and then the Wi-Fi and cellular models, and price ranges from $250 to $650. Like the iPad currently, there's going to be a black and white model. Some people have speculated that we may be seeing this in colors like we have with the iPod Touch now, but this rumor hasn't gained a whole lot of weight. So that basically sums up the major rumors for the iPad mini. We may be surprised at what Apple announces on the 23rd, but make sure to check back on jailbreaknation.com. You can read the text for all these rumors down in the description. We've got a post on our website. But make sure on the 23rd you check back on jailbreaknation.com for our full coverage of the event. that basically sums up what we have for now. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.